Multiple terror attacks in southwest Pakistan's Balochistan region have claimed at least 27 lives and left over 40 others injured. Pakistan's Election Commission and the local administration are treating these cases as terror attacks. The first blast was reported from a place called Kila Saifullah. The next one is in Fishin, that is Pishin, from outside the office of an independent candidate. General elections in Pakistan are due on Thursday, and these terror attacks are being seen as attempts to disrupt the democratic process in the disturbed South Asian nation.
I got a call from a colleague that a blast took place inside the party camp. I came and I saw everything was destroyed. For God's sake, authorities should protect us, protect our country. Today I lost 18 friends of mine, nearly 70 were wounded.
So far, the administration has not issued any statements to suggest these incidents will influence elections in the country. Pakistan's southwest has lately witnessed a spike in terror activity, with close to 70% of the region marked as disturbed areas. Balochistan separatist groups have been accused of armed violence and were recently at the center of a Pakistan-Iran face-off. Election campaigning concluded across Pakistan on Tuesday, with PMLN's Nawaz Sharif being seen as a front-runner to the Prime Minister's post. PPP's Bilawal Bhutto Zardari remains in the fray, along with jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Earlier, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights had expressed concerns for the violent incidents ahead of the elections. According to the United Nations, the shadow of security threats remains particularly dark in certain areas like the southwestern Balochistan and northwestern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa provinces. But despite assurances by the interim government in charge, these explosions have raised further concerns over security preparedness. As 120 million voters get ready to cast their ballot on Thursday. Let's cross over to Pakistan now, where our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is standing by live at the Election Commission office. Anas Malik, good to see you. What's the very latest on this incident? What are the authorities saying? Has the number of fatalities gone up?
Unfortunately, yes, the number of fatalities has gone up. Now it stands at 29. 17 people have been killed in the attack, in the bomb attack outside the electoral candidate's office in Pishin that took place outside Asfandyar Kakar's house, Asfandyar Kakar's electoral office, campaign office, and another 12 have been killed in the suicide attack that took place outside the office of the Jamiatul Ulama Islam Fazlur Rahman group, the JUIF's electoral candidate office. Now, the police have said that the security has been beefed up. The investigation in the matter are ongoing. The Balochistan government has said that they are conducting widespread operations to ensure that no such untoward incident happens in the future, especially tomorrow, which is D-Day, the election day. The Election Commission of Pakistan, that's right behind me, has sought a detailed report from the Inspector General of the Police of Balochistan and the Chief Secretary of the Balochistan province. Eric?
Anas Malik, you are outside the Election Commission offices. What are they saying about the elections? Because it is now less than 36 hours to the elections. So are they prepared?
Less than 18 hours, not 36, less than 18 hours when Pakistan goes to polls. The first the first ballot will be polled at 8 a.m. Pakistan time tomorrow. It's roughly 4:30 here on the dial. And the Election Commission is all set to conduct these elections. Cards like these have been issued for the media, but the international observers are here. More than 500,000 security personnel will be on ground, and they will be divided into 3 tiers. The first tier being that of the police, the second being of the civil defense forces, and the third being of the Pakistani military. The deployment has already been done. The ballot papers has been moved, and as we speak, they are currently being transported to the local constituencies as well. A total of 260 million ballot papers have been published for 128 million voters who will be casting their vote. Interestingly enough, out of these 128 million, about 17 million voters would be first timers, would be voting for the first time. They are aged between the age of 18 to 25. So in all, an interesting election to be held in the country tomorrow. Eric?
All right, Anas Malik, thank you very much for correcting me on that time slot. I need to have my clock in check. And we have three contenders. We have Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, we have Nawaz Sharif, and we also have Imran Khan. But I understand that Imran Khan has sent a message to his supporters. Do we know what he said?
Well, it is a pre-recorded message that has come out from Imran Khan's Twitter handle. Remember, Imran Khan and his party were not really allowed to campaign, and they have been complaining of the level playing field. But the other two contenders, as you mentioned, they held their last bit of the campaigns yesterday. The campaigning has ended last night, and starting today, midnight, is when the campaigning ceases to occur as per law. Both Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and Nawaz Sharif were in Kasur and Larkana respectively, and they took a dig at each other, not by naming each other, but by overtly criticizing each other's tenure. That being said, you rightly mentioned about Imran Khan's bit. He can be that trump card, that decisive factor, because a lot of people, a lot of generation, a lot of youth associates with him, with his narrative. So it would be really interesting to see as to who the people of Pakistan really get to vote out for tomorrow, as and when the polls begin. Eric?
Live from Islamabad, that is our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik. Anas Malik, thank you very much. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.